would like to finish this first. I'm going to be attempting to channel some information to you. Some of you may not necessarily be ready to hear this truth, and all I can tell you is that I'm here to express my ultimate truth and the things that I know to be true. It's very complex, and the linguistics is the most difficult part of my journey, essentially. In some aspects that is a lie, because there's things that are much more challenging than just coming up with the words to try to explain things to you. Although, on a bigger mission type scale, that is what the issue is here. Now, I'm pondering if I should be purchasing, well, yes, another pair of headphones are needed to be purchased. However, I'm wondering if I should grab my headphones and leave waiting, or if I should just keep emitting the way I am now. Something says grab headphones, so I could leave you there. I'm gonna leave you there, I'll run. Alright, let's plug you in. So as you can see, I clearly got my my phone to stick with the goat case. I wet a cloth and I touched the back surface there. Although that's really totally useless information. I'm also going to go ahead and add Epsom salt. My headphones are backwards. Epsom salt. It's time for a new bag. So that process is going to have to be done. And I'm lazy, so there. Well, I'm in total sensory overload, okay? And I feel tethered having you pinned to the wall there, so I'm going to take you with me as I go. And this isn't so much for the video processing as much as it is important for you to get the overall message that is being shared today. And I understand the visualatory stimuli is totally like not really understandable on a earthbound soul, you could say. I'm very new to this journey, and it's like no matter what I say, the words just aren't necessarily coming out right as well right now. And I'm attempting to not manifest something I don't desire. One of those things being dropping my cell phone in this bathtub right now. I actually just added to my wish list the bath caddy again. I was debating back and forth whether or not I truly wanted that. And honestly, I won't really know unless I actually have the experience of having one. So I added that to my wish list, and then I assumed that perhaps I could create, you know, cool bathtub videos and stuff like that by doing so. So the bathtub has always been my element, and as I get into this, I can kind of explain a little bit more why. And for some of you, this may be completely out of this world, literally. Type of explanation. And some things I do not know a lot about right now, so I'm going to have to do more homework on them. And perhaps if you channel the information that you gather information from me, perhaps you can share that with me. I know DJ Kitty Scratch has been a very helpful tool in this process. One of the things I'm thinking about, though, is about Lemuria. I need to learn more about Lemuria. So Kitty and homework slaves or anyone else that is interested in teaching me something new, I need to know more about Lemuria, because apparently my soul has grown excessively there. Now there's also a place called Mintaka, and that explains my excessive connection with the water. And now I'm only going to keep these at 15-minute intervals to make things completely easy. I will bring my book with me, which is another reason why I wish that I had my handy dandy caddy thing, you know, the thing I just added to my wish list. I just ate spaghetti too, so I'm excessively dehydrated. I made it with, instead of your normal spaghetti sauce, I did spaghetti aioli, I believe it's called, where I use like garlic and chopped up peppers and onion and put it in olive oil and then use that as a sauce. It's seriously time for more water, and time for adding essential oils. Let me add some of these. I'm going to add Inner Child by Young Living. It feels very appropriate right now, and I am going to have to go through their website and figure out what I'm ordering this one. And I'm going to be true to my authentic self and go in the water just like this. Woo! All right. Okay. You know what else sucks though is I would love to go underwater, though I can't with these headphones, right? So I'm going to have to feel that out. Though there has been many times where I had my headphones on and I really just wanted to be able to submerge. Yeah. I thought it was about time for a update as well from the bathtub. And I know I stated before how we were going to be doing this all the time, multiple times. I am going to have to take a break from these headphones and actually go ahead and submerge. So now that I have temporarily disconnected, let's go ahead and take my two crystals and bring them in. Very hot. Hot water. My face is about to turn bright red, as if it wasn't already red from, I guess, garlic. And look, my chest is turning red already too. I just thought about going live for my first time instead. Well, I'm not quite sure if I'm ready for that, or if the video even gets saved once creation. So perhaps I should plan my first live YouTube experience. Maybe give you a week notice before doing so. I feel so at home when I'm in the water. I'm also really in love with these shorts right now. It's kind of like my new favorite thing. I kind of want multiple pairs, because I get concerned I'm never going to find them again. Chills. Ready? Hey, I also brought something else with me that I could perhaps use for the first time with you. If I can open it with my one hand. Oh. So this is my new favorite one. I've never actually used it, though I can use it now. that has always helped reduce stress. So good. Now this is going to be a series that I'll be releasing on here. I know we were already kind of, deep. We're 10 minutes in, and I haven't even really gotten started. I've just been beating around the bush and uncertain where to even begin. Although I can feel the sense of urgency, I can feel everything. I've always felt everything. I've always been a very intuitive soul. When I am in channel with the water, my gifts are tenfold. And there's many other things going on that I definitely need your help with. And I know that I am definitely here to help you as well. Although, as I requested before, an equal energetic exchange, and that doesn't always necessarily mean you have to give me something. It doesn't always have to do with me. It's a matter of you helping the collective, the whole. It's about the bigger message here. And perhaps you don't do something for me, though you could do something for someone else. And I don't necessarily also mean that means you actually doing something for someone, because some of the best thing that you could ever possibly serve this planet is by you being your true authentic self and coming from that space that is only you, and that special magic color, you could say, that only you can paint with. And we are in a world and age right now where our colors are being controlled and pushed into different ways that we are allowed to express ourselves, and we are taught that this is wrong or this is that way, and our genetics are being messed with, and it's happening through our foods, our vaccinations, our air, the air that we breathe, are even being, I almost want to say, intoxicated. I'm not sure if you would necessarily accept or allow that word or half the things I'm about to say, but I wanted to kind of prepare you for some of the deep astral realms I do plan on gathering and sharing with you. And while I tap into this and you are more open to this, this is also me tapping into the Akashic Records, which we all have access to. And there's so much more information that I am meant to share with you that comes from not me, something bigger than me. You could say aliens. I always recommend you to watch Unacknowledged by Dr. Stephen Greer. It's free here on YouTube to really go into the levels of that. And I believe his name is Alex Collier, also goes a bit deeper. I still have yet to share that video again. I did get a little bit deeper into the segment myself today. Part of me is experiencing my own cognitive dissonance where I'm attempting to process something into my energetic field, something that I've believed since I was a child. And some things I do need repeated back to me so I can grow properly and truly learn it. Sometimes it does take me a few times, and I'm not the only one having this human experience. And I know that there's many of you that are what I call star seeds, and what many other people call as well. However, I know that a general of the population are earthbound souls, so please do not take offense or be alarmed with those of us who aren't like you. It's not your part. We all have our part, though. There's something much bigger than us going on. Allow me to take a quick dunk. So there's so much more I want to go into. However, my hands are wet, and I definitely need to touch my book, and my book is very sacred to me. I have many books I've generated over my life, and Michael Mayhew is a person who has been given permission to share my books and my writings, although I have always had different visions where, yes, when I die, I vision people, big-time people, government officials, whatever you want to say, coming into my environment, my home, and taking my valuable, precious information. And things haven't really necessarily been documented into a structural form. They're just like little notes and little bits of information, part of it of my own story, his story, history. I love you. I will be back with you in just a short minute. Let my hands dry, okay?